All right, good morning everybody. So we are already here at the entrance to Cades Cove. We had to drive over from the North Carolina side and we are waiting on the gate to open. We're already probably the 20th car in line, so you're definitely going to want to make sure you get here early. You have to drive through the Cades Cove loop to get to either trailhead on this side anyway, the shortest route. And you can either take, I believe it's Forge Creek Road, out to where it ends, and there's the Gregory Ridge Trail, which makes it a little over an 11-mile day, or you can go out the one-way Parsons Branch Road if it's open, and then it makes it close to a 9-mile hike, which is what we're going to try to do. We were the, I think, 4th car in the parking lot, and then 2 other people pulled in right behind us, and another National Park Service truck. I guess they're up here maintaining the Bald up top. There's only room for about 6 or 7 cars total, so you'll want to make sure you get to the Gregory Bald trailhead early as well. The Gregory's Ridge Bald Trail is the easiest by mileage to reach Gregory's Bald. There are many different options. This one is still right at 9 miles total round trip and around 2,300 feet of elevation gain. The first mile is flat to very gradual. From there, it is a gradual climb, and then the last half mile from campsite 13 up to the top is supposed to be the most difficult section. I forgot to mention today is June 24th, 2025, and our main objective for this hike is to see the flame azaleas up on Gregory Bald. Very high concentration of them up there, one of the highest concentrations in the park, and you can normally plan on them to be in peak bloom mid to late June every year. We may see some additional flowering species. Already seen some rose bay rhododendron. Probably not going to film too much more on the way up. It's supposed to be 92, 94 degrees today. So we want to definitely get up to the top, get all the climbing done before it gets too hot. We're seeing some of our first flame azaleas. This is probably about the biggest one so far, and lots more to come up top. It is hot, muggy, and buggy. We're about a mile from the top probably. One thing I did notice is nobody really mentioned water sources on this trail, so we brought enough water for the day. There were a few water sources, one just a moment ago, about the 3.5 mile mark or so, that you definitely could get some water out of if it was rainy recently. If it's been a bit of a dry spell in the area, you may want to plan on bringing all the water you need for the day. So we are at campsite 13. This is about a half mile from the top of Gregory's Bald if you wanted to do an overnight. However, keep in mind every year there are at least bear warnings here, letting you know that there are bears in the area seen around the campsite, and occasionally it is closed. There is already a notice up this year. We made it up here to Gregory's Bald, sat down in the shade, had some snacks for a little while. Now we're gonna go wander around, see all the different types of azaleas, especially the flame azaleas, ranging from orange to dark red. And there are actually some National Park Service crew up here mowing the Bald right now, and they do that in only a few locations here in the Smokies. Balds, they're still not really sure if they occur naturally, occur due to deforestation, or due to livestock grazing up in higher elevations, but many of them have grown back or are growing back, and there are a few that they still maintain for the view, and this one's fantastic so far. That's it for the Gregory's Bald flame azaleas. We hung out up top for about an hour and a half. Good bit of people up there that came up also the Gregory Ridge Trail. And we're about to head it back down. Looks like some storms off in the distance, maybe some rain coming. So we're going to see if we can make it back to the car and stay dry. On this hike, there's quite a few older growth tulip poplars, pretty big for around here in the Smokies. We're probably about a mile and a half, 2 miles back to the car and dropping back down. It is really getting hot and humid quick. All right, that'll finish it up back at the car. Gregory's Bald, definitely up there on the top of the list of our favorite hikes in the Smokies. And there wound up being a pipe spring right near that campsite 13 up top, so you don't have to carry a whole lot of water. Unless it's super dry, then you might want to, but that was some really good water there from that pipe spring. If you are unable to get to Gregory's Bald, you can also go check out Andrew's Bald, which is near Kawohe and a little bit of a shorter hike. You can also check out the Rowan Highlands, and if you can't really hike much at all, you can always drive the Blue Ridge Parkway this time of the year and see a lot of the Catawba rhododendron, mountain laurel, and flame azaleas. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.